The Man in the Cage MMA and Combat Sports Podcast.
Between Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade. All right, so here's Jessica Andrade. Her 11 UFC wins, the most of any woman in UFC history, and of course the biggest among them, that slam knockout of Rose Namajunas to wrest the belt away back in 2019.
Her nickname is the Pile Driver, and that's exactly what she did against Rose Namajunas. From being behind in a fight, but just staying the course. It's always about her pressuring her opponents and getting her hands on them. When she knocked out Karolina Kowalkiewicz, you understood that you were watching something different, because you don't see one-punch knockouts at 115 pounds in boxing for men or in the UFC for women. Jessica Andrade possesses that type of power, and she has a laundry list of some of the biggest names this division has ever seen on her resume.
Yeah, she's the total package, as classy as it gets, and she will try to leave this arena the way she came in, as the best strawweight in the world. So a real possibility, DC, in this matchup that she's going to try to take advantage of what would appear to be an obvious edge on the feet, given her Muay Thai background.
Yeah, she has a phenomenal background in Muay Thai. She's a great counter striker, allows you to forward pressure into her, and she will drive big knees into you. As she drives those knees and you start to try to evade, here comes the kick. Here comes the double knees, and don't get stuck across the side of the octagon. She will grab that Muay Thai clinch, and once there, she is just vicious. Driving those knees to the body, to the legs, and when you start to worry about them coming low, she starts spinning you and hitting you in the face with knees, just like Anderson Silva did to Rich Franklin. It's a sight to behold when a person understands Muay Thai at this level. Yeah, well put. It is all volume, it is all pressure. She truly fights like she is double parked outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. For the undisputed UFC. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 8 losses. She stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Jessica Andrade. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world,
UFC belt on the line.
Valentina Shevchenko.
They touch him up and we are underway.
Ready?
So here we go with round 1, 2 of the best strikers in the women's game today, and the expectations are we're not going to see a lot of takedown attempts on either side. No takedown attempts from either of these young women. They both want to get to the center of the octagon and start to just let the hands and the kicks fly. This is the type of matchup that we always look forward to. Well, you saw us reference that reach advantage off the top, and she certainly made good use of it there in landing that punch. Andrade gets the tie clinch here. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage. Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Oh, big punch land. Shevchenko gets to Nicely done by the opponent. Misses with the right hand.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Andrade gets hit with a kick.
Oh, wow, those leg kicks are already taking effect.
Oh, man, I hate to laugh, but she lands another kick there, and now you're really starting to see that visible damage on the other side.
When you start seeing the redness in the leg, that means that every time she is driving that baseball bat right into the thigh where she wants it to land, and now her opponent is limping, her opponent's wounded, her opponent's injured, and now watch the target be way more stationary.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Shevchenko. Oh, that's a good strike there by Shevchenko.
Look at that switch knee, beautiful switch knee.
Takedown attempt starting to pile up. Just misses with a left hook there.
Big kick lands.
Battle for position here. Oh, Shevchenko with a beautiful 1-2 there. Now we'll see if she can follow it up, DC.
I mean, she's going to follow it up. That's what Valentina does. She's a sniper. She picks you apart. When you start to find comfort, Valentina puts you right back in an uncomfortable situation.
Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's spent a lifetime developing this skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, nice strike on the ground for her.
Hey, stop!
Excellent. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. I need another one just like that. You won.
All right, let's get you some replays from that previous round, DC. I thought she mixed it up beautifully on the feet.
Yeah, she did a great job. I mean, she landed everything. She showed a complete example of what her mixed martial arts game has become as she's been in the UFC now for a little bit of time.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Well, we told you off the top, she's got the longer reach and certainly made good use of it in landing that straight punch there.
Beautiful body. Big leg kick land.
Throws the right hand there.
Oh, clinch position. Watch the knees.
To mix it up, going to the head. Nice takedown defense there, and promptly scrambles back to her feet. Well done. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive hit.
While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing it over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position. Look at the control in the posture as that big knee lands.
So we call on the fight stats here, DC. 62 total strikes have landed for takedown lands. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg. Shevchenko's trying for a Kimura here.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. This might just be a matter of time. Right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there she is, the UFC Women's Flyweight Champion, and what a way to leave with the belt tonight. She gets it done by way of submission. You see the corner celebrating her teammates. That is a celebration that will continue deep into the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a Kimura, Valentina Shevchenko.
All right, so congrats to the still UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, and for her, it's one thing to become the champion. It's an entirely different thing to successfully defend the belt. Now she really feels like the champ.
Yeah, she said that belt is not going anywhere. She said regardless of who was in the octagon standing across from her, she knew and believes in her skill set that she will remain the champion tonight.
The Man in the Cage MMA and Combat Sports Podcast.